Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my fitness and weight loss hacks. Basically, back in January, I was feeling very sluggish and like I had no energy. So I decided to change a few things and just get healthier. And the hacks I'm going to share with you today just really worked for me. So I'm hoping that they inspire you as well and that you like them. And today's video is also sponsored by Noom. So there's a link in the description to them and I will be reviewing them a bit later on in the video. But with all that said, let's get into my tips. So my first tip is one you probably knew was coming, and that is to drink more water. And this is something I really struggled with in the beginning, so I have a few hacks for you. The first one is to invest in a good water bottle like this and carry it around with you everywhere. So if I get into my car, I've got this with me, or if I'm at my desk, I'm drinking from this. And I try to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day, and it's really helped with my weight loss, but also my skin as well is nice and clear because I'm drinking so much. And if you don't like drinking lots of cold water, then a great way to up your intake is to drink herbal teas, or even just hot water is quite nice. So many benefits to drinking it. It suppresses your appetite, it boosts your metabolism, and it can even make exercise feel easier. And another hack is before you eat a meal, make sure you drink a big glass of water before, because often when you're feeling very hungry, you're actually dehydrated and need more water. And another tip that has really worked for me is to get dressed into your workout clothes first thing in the morning, and then you're more likely to actually work out. So when I'm planning my outfit in the evening, I'll make it gym wear unless I have a meeting on. And there's a saying that says, get dressed for the job that you want. And I think that applies for fitness as well. So if you work from home or you're at home with the kids, put some gym wear on and you're more likely to be active. Like even if the kids are on the trampoline, but I'm wearing gym clothes, I'm more likely to like join them or go out for a walk. And while we're talking about workouts, I also wanted to say, don't be afraid to take it slow, especially in the early days. If you're starting from scratch, you don't need to be working out for an entire hour every day. The main thing is that you want to be maintaining your fitness and be able to sustain it over time. And I always tell myself on days where I just can't be bothered, I say something is better than nothing. So on those days when I just don't want to do my workout, I'll do 10 sit-ups, 10 push-ups, and 10 jumping jacks, like literally something that simple. And I think, well, something is better than nothing, and nothing is what I was doing before. And a huge tip from me is to invest in a step counter, and you don't have to spend loads of money on this. You can get them quite inexpensively, but having a step counter is such a great motivator to get me moving. It tracks my steps, it tracks my calories, it tracks my heart rate. It can even track your sleep as well, depending on which one you have. And I'm quite addicted to how many steps I do now. I try to do 10,000 a day, and I definitely move more now that I have a step counter. And I've even got one for each of the boys, and they also love to track their steps, and we've got like a healthy competition at home. So I would totally recommend, if you want to move more, get one of these. And a game changer for me when it comes to health and fitness has been Noom. And if you don't know what Noom is, it's a program that uses psychology and social science to help you reach your goals. So for me, my goal was to feel stronger and to have more energy. So I use Noom to track my meals, my water intake, my weight, my calorie density, and my steps for the day, because it actually links up to my little step counter. But Noom isn't just about tracking habits. There is so much more to it than that. There is training and courses to help you reach your goal. And my favorite part about it is that you get your very own coach who is an actual human. So mine's named Paul, and I can message him at any time. And he's trained in fitness, nutrition, and cognitive behavioral therapy. And he just helps to keep me motivated and accountable as well. He'll message me and say, you know, have you weighed in this week, or how's it been going? And I've asked him so many questions as well. So it's just really nice to have that back and forth. And there's also support groups on Noom as well, so you can speak to like-minded people going through the same thing that you are. So since January, I've managed to lose 18 pounds in total, and more importantly than that, I feel healthier and stronger than ever, and I feel like it's something I can actually sustain. So I spend about 10 minutes a day on Noom. I'll input my meals and my water intake, and I'll do a couple of the mini courses. So they do these little training courses that literally take like 2 minutes, and I've learned so much from doing it, like how to eat less densely, about thought distortion, how how to unprocess my diet and how to eat more mindfully as well. And it's really changed my relationship with food and just helped me see a few of my very bad habits. And I also like that when you input your food for the day, it shows it in like a traffic light system. So there's like green foods, yellow foods, and red foods. And you will be surprised when you put your meals in for the day, what turns up red and what turns up green. And it's really helped me to learn more about what I'm eating. Sometimes I think you know what you should be doing, but it's more about applying it and being able to sustain it as well. But I'll put a link in my description for Noom, and if you click that link, it will take you to a free 30-second quiz so you can see how Noom could help you reach your goals as well. And my next tip is to meal plan and meal prep. If you can make it so easy for yourself to just reach for those healthy options, then that is the way to do it. So on a Sunday, I'll just grill up some chicken, maybe some broccoli, and make some brown rice, and then put it into Tupperware. And that is my lunches for the next few days. Then it just makes it so easy for me to reach for that in the fridge and not like make a cheese-filled toasty or something that I shouldn't have when I'm low energy. I also like to meal prep my breakfast. So I make this homemade granola that I know is really healthy, and it's so easy in the morning. I just put some yogurt into a bowl, put the granola on top, and that's done. It's just so easy and quick to make. And I also have stuffing for smoothies. And planning ahead can also help you to create a calorie deficit. So if I have a low calorie breakfast and lunch, then I can be a bit more relaxed with dinner when we eat as a family. And it just like takes the thought out of it, just makes it super easy for yourself. And I just mentioned a calorie deficit, and that's actually my next tip, is to count calories, especially if you're trying to lose weight. So for me, by putting what I eat into Noom, it shows me how many calories everything is, and then I've worked out some simple swaps that I can make. So for me, swapping normal mayonnaise for light mayonnaise saves me so many calories, and also for crisps as well. A normal bag of crisps is like 170 calories, but if I eat a pack of the kids' Pom Bears, they're actually 69 calories, but it still gives me that like crunchy, satisfying like feeling, but I'm actually having way less calories than just like normal crisps. Another little hack that Matt and I started to do in lockdown was to brush our teeth at about 8 p.m. to stop us from just eating rubbish once we came downstairs when the kids were in bed. So in lockdown, we were all at home, we were all eating dinner at like 5 or 6 o'clock. So once the kids went to bed, we would brush our teeth, just stop us coming down and munching on chocolate or popcorn or anything like that, and it really works. And the next tip is huge, and it's something I've never actually been that good at, and it's to get enough sleep. Did you know that you need to have at least 7 hours of sleep a night to release the hormones that help you lose weight and also lower your stress hormones? So if you don't get enough sleep, you're more likely to have an increased appetite, you're more likely to crave bad foods and reach for the wrong things, and it can also decrease your metabolism and make your workouts feel harder. So make sure you get enough sleep. And another tip that really worked for me was to set myself a challenge and a time limit, and then at the end of it, reward myself. So in January, when I started this, I was like, right, I'm gonna do a 12-week challenge. So for 12 weeks, I'm gonna eat healthier, I'm gonna track everything, and I'm also gonna work out as well. And if I do that, by the end of the 12 weeks, I'm going to also reward myself with this handbag, or you can make it whatever you want it to be. But it really did motivate me, and it kind of tricked my brain into thinking, this isn't forever. It's only for 12 weeks. Even though now I've done the 12 weeks, I want to carry it on. It's a great place to start. And another hack is to make your workout time feel like it's me time by sticking in some wireless headphones and listening to your favorite podcast, or by turning on the TV and watching a show that is like a guilty pleasure. I find that so much more enjoyable, because although you're working out, you're also watching something that you love. I would like randomly watch like Modern Family or 24 Hours in A&E, or I would listen to my favorite like parenting podcasts, and I just felt like I was actually having time out, but I was actually exercising. My next hack you may have heard before, but it actually really works, and that is to eat off of a smaller plate to trick your brain into thinking you're eating more. So if you put your lunch or your dinner onto a side plate and it's overflowing with food, your brain will actually think that it's eating more, and you'll be more fulfilled from eating off of a small plate. My next tip is to think about your day and when you're sitting still and then how you can move more. So for me, I actually just bought a desk bike. So when I'm editing a video or I'm answering emails, I can be sat on my desk bike and like cycling away with my legs. And it also doubles up as a standing desk. So if I do want to just stand and answer emails or whatever, it still means that I'm standing up and I'm moving that bit more. But you don't have to spend loads of money on expensive equipment. My mum recommends using a Pilates ball. So when you're sat at your desk and you're just working away, if you sit on that, it will actually help to engage your core. But say you're on a phone call, why not get up and walk around the house while you're taking that call and just get some extra steps in? Or when you're watching Netflix in the evening, you could do some stretching, or you could also plank during the ad break. I also wanted to show you that I recently got some ankle weights to wear when I'm cleaning around the house. So they're 1.5 kilograms each, which doesn't feel like loads in my hands, but when I'm wearing them, that is an extra 3 kilograms that I need to be moving around the house, and it just makes me work that bit harder. And I actually decided to do this because when Matt and I were out on a walk one day, we noticed this couple had like weights on to obviously like enhance their workout. So I thought when I'm just like cleaning up around the house, I can be wearing these and just working a tiny bit harder. Another really good tip is to break up your workout into small chunks that you do throughout the day, because an easy excuse for not working out is because you simply don't have time. But you could be doing squats while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. You could be doing leg raises while you're brushing your teeth. You could be doing planking while you're waiting for an ad, or have small bursts of energy throughout the day. And if you do that, it will all add up. And another great way to be active is to play with the kids. So we have a trampoline, and you will have seen in my vlogs that I love to get on the trampoline with the kids. They love that I'm playing with them, but it's also such a good fat burner and a great way to get more steps in and to get my heart rate up as well. So I'll often go on the trampoline with them for 20 minutes to half an hour, and we have so much fun anyway. And you can also play like quick games of tags with the kids, or go for a walk with them. Or if you have a baby, like when they're on a play mat, you could do like some core exercises as well. And you can use the kids' exercise time to exercise yourself. So when my son has football training, I could walk around the field or do a light jog to get my steps in. Or when my other son has gymnastics training, it's actually at a gym, so I could work out while he's actually doing his gymnastics training. So you can think of clever ways to do it like that. And another huge tip is to work out with friends and family. So if I go for a run or a walk with a friend, it doesn't feel like I'm exercising because I'm actually just enjoying time with them. And as a family in lockdown, we made a huge effort to get out and do walks or to go cycling, because we were so worried about how the kids just didn't have any clubs on and they just weren't being as active as normal. So we made a big effort to do stuff together, and it actually makes it so much more enjoyable. Right, so that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and it's giving you some food for thought and a little bit of inspiration as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and that link to Noom is in my description, so you can take your free 30-second quiz to see how Noom can help you reach your goals. But yeah, with all that said, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!